Thank you very much, guys. Now we are ready with KT Roaster, the king of the East, and we'll be hearing from bonO, SoHwan for this POG interview. Congratulations on the win! You guys all look exhausted. I mean, this was not an easy series. How do you feel, bonO?
저희가 오늘 좀
Today,
1경기의 컨디션이
our condition was really bad in game number 1. So we were really nervous going into game number 2, but thankfully, well, things went really well. So I'm happy that we were able to get away with a win. SoHwan, you were the unanimous POG for the last game. How do you feel? I mean, I'm happy that I got this, but in game, I was lacking a lot of skills, so I'm just not fully satisfied. What did SoHwan really say after the game? I mean, I think he's faking it right here. What did he really say?
근데 원래 준영이가 좀
I mean, SoHwan
is
really humble in real life. So even though he sometimes outplays, he always like say, like that was not perfect. So I kind of understand him. Team Dynamics, they gave you a huge punch in round 1. So what was the focal point for this revenge? We were in a very similar scoreline, and we lost today with a very bad performance in the first round robin, so we really wanted this win. bonO, you played Olaf in both game number 2 and 3, but you took different runes. So first it was Conqueror, and then you changed it to the Predator. Game number 2, we had Karma, so I had a lot of window to put a lot of damage, but game number 3, our laners doesn't really have a lot of follow-up skills, and I wanted to exert a lot of gank pressure with that rune. Regarding the jungle matchup, I thought that you would take the opposite rune for your Olaf, but that was a very smart choice coming out from bonO. Especially, we talked about game number 2 that you actually recalled to base after taking 3 camps. And because you did it in a competitive series, it's no longer a secret, right? So were you trying to hide away from this hawk shot? Well, the opponents had the priority in all 3 lanes. And Italy and the enemy bottom duo can invade to our red camp, so I was keeping that in mind. So I came up with that jungle path. Definitely a 5-head moment from bonO in that early game. And well, what's your thought on the late game oriented comp in game number 2 as a jungler? I mean, it is, yeah, indeed a little bit difficult, but if I just like put everything down and look for the late game, well, we can just manage to pull through it. Well, if you were the Team Dynamics Italy, do you think you could just like crash them in the early game? Yeah, maybe if I could snowball in the very early phase up against our original comp in game number 2. And SoHwan, Dokdam went with like Trick, Champion, Heimerdinger. Well, we already had all the information, so as soon as we saw Senna locked in, we knew that Heimerdinger will follow up. And we have a highlight to watch together. You got a solo kill with the Hex Drinker, Jace. I mean, I was looking for the solo kill angle, and Tusin also told us that Senna hit level 6, so I was thinking of avoiding that Dawning Shadow with my flash. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned about the Senna ultimate coming out from Team Dynamics, but that was indeed a predictable solo kill angle for me.
예전에
What did the
딸 때보다
players
좀
say?
덜하더라고요. 그래서 좀 실망했어요.
They're not giving me enough attention and reaction.
폼이 오를 대로 올라서.
I mean, they used to, but not anymore.
미드에서 애쉬가 끊기면서 흐름이 좀
Well,
묘해졌잖아요.
as Ash got cut out in the mid lane, the game was being more dicey.
이제 다 빼려고 했는데
As Aiming got cut out,
발언을 두자 했는데 제가
we
좀
thought this
욕심이
gonna be so
나긴
risky.
했는데
And
팀원들이
as
잘
Zulu also got cut out,
욕심이
well,
나가지고
I
받고 싶었는데
realized that this is gonna be a very try from Team Dynamics, so I was going to contest for it, but my teammates actually held me back.
굉장히 좋게 진입을 해서
And we had this fantastic engage coming out from Kenneth in the final Dragon fight. Did you have this feeling that I'm gonna be the POG?
다 잡고 나서 일단 끝내고 나서는 넥서스
Yeah, as we aced out the opponents and as we raised the Nexus, I kinda thought so, but
맞아가지고 좀 쌓여졌거든요.
actually
bonO 선수가 지금
bonO
있는 건가요?
was so close to getting caught out at that time, so we were focusing on closing out the game, to be honest.
초반에 막 바텀 풀어주는 것도 그렇고
bonO,
마지막 때도 CC를 그냥 bonO가 담아줬다.
you were taking all the CC as an Olaf, so I think your contribution was really huge as well.
그래도 인정합니까? bonO
I
선수?
agree. But do you also think that SoHwan deserves the POG? Yeah, but I also expected some POG votes over to me. But it was unanimous vote for SoHwan.
선수가 죽었잖아요. 에이밍 선수한테 한마디.
And any message for Amy
상체가
getting caught out in the Dragon fight as well?
선수 좀 분발하라고 한마디.
Any message over to the bottom side players?
하람이가 좀 아무래도 저희 팀이
Recently, I mean,
자기가 해야 된다는 약간 압박감
Aiming
때문에
feel this pressure when
나오는 것 같은데
KT Roaster was in a slump.
제가 안 해주게 노력하겠습니다.
But I will do my best to get rid of all the burdens on his shoulder from now on.
멋있게 한마디 해줘야 되잖아요.
SoHwan, would you like to add on to that?
저희 팀 너무 잘해줘서 고맙고.
I'm always thankful for my teammates for performing so well. And I thought that Aiming would be alive because he's such a great player, but he turned out to be dead in that fight.
자 그러면 다음 경기는 T1을
Your next opponent will be T1,
플레이오프
the old telecom war coming back, and you really need this win to join the playoffs competition.
앞으로도 잘 준비해서
We will keep
분들 걱정 없이
working really hard
편하게 시청할 수
in
있도록
order to make our fans feel comfortable watching our match.
열심히 해서 이기려고 할 거지만
We will do our best to get the dub.
뭔가 상대 1라운드랑
But
1라운드랑 다 반대로
somehow,
이겼거든요. 그래서
like,
저희가
things
이대빵으로
go really
이기나 말하면
the other way around compared to round 1 and round 2. So, I just don't want to jinx it, so I'll just do my best in that upcoming series. And this will be the end of the interview with bonO, SoHwan from KT Roaster, taking down Team Dynamics with 2-1 score.